Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I promised some time ago to do a video on map reading to explain better some of the concepts or basics that were not explained in the video shared on YouTube. So here it is. Today I'm going to cover two basic sections of map reading, which is all you need to understand how to read map effectively. The first section will be the bearing coordinates, the normal and the reverse coordinate, while the second section will be defining basic terms, which are behind, opposite, adjacent, and besides. Then we'll just run a little practice. So here we go. For bearing coordinates, we'll start with the normal conventional coordinate that Ielts uses, which is the normal coordinate for all bearings. We have the north, the south, the east, and the west. This is the convention. The north is here, the south is here, the west is on this side, the east is on this side. So if this is if this is someone standing here and the person's head is here, the head is the north, the leg is the south, while the left hand is the west and the right hand is the east. So you need to memorize, or let me say memorize this coordinate. Is very key and very useful to help you a lot, especially when we're talking about movement. So now we'll try and understand the normal coordinate. The normal coordinate is movement from south to north. You can choose your own coordinate, but this is what Ielts usually uses, and I think it's better to adopt this style. When you're moving from south to north, you're moving up. It means that your right hand is your right is the same as your right hand. Where is your right hand? Your right hand is here. As you're looking at the system, your right hand is on this side. So this coordinate is normal because is equal, is the same as you. Just it can be equated to the person standing and looking at the system. So this is your right hand, this is your left hand. You need to memorize it. Your right hand is on this side, your left hand is on this side. Because on the exam day, you will not have time to really think. So you need to let it be part of you. This is your right, this is your left. This is moving from south to north. We are going up. Our right is here, our left is here. You need to memorize this coordinate. One. The second coordinate is moving from west to east. That's you're moving from here to here. You're moving from the west side to the east side. Moving in this direction. So moving in this direction, your right hand will be here, while your left side will be here. So this is your right and this is your left. It's quite easy, but you just need to memorize it. Right, left, right, left. If you're moving east to west, these two, this and this, are what I regard as the normal coordinates. Why I call them normal coordinates is if you tilt your head in this direction, your right hand will be on this side, or your left hand will be on this side. So if you memorize two of them, you've now understood both normal coordinates. Now, if you're moving from north to south, I call it the reverse coordinate, because it's just the opposite of what we had when we were going from south to north. When we were going from south to north, if you remember, our right hand was here, while our left hand was here. But now, if you're moving in the opposite direction, you just obey the reverse coordinate. So where your right hand is supposed to be, it will not be your left hand. And where your left hand is supposed to be, it will not be your right hand. That's what we have here. If you're moving in this direction, coming down, up, down, or north, south, you're going from north to south. Your left hand will now be here, your left side will be here, while your right side will then be here. This is the first reverse coordinate. The second reverse coordinate is moving from east to west. If you're moving from this side to this side, your right side would be here, your left side will be here, just opposite of what we had in the normal coordinate. It will help you. This is what will help you understand the bearing coordinates better, understand mapping better. So, having said that, we'll move on to defining our terms. The first term we're going to look at is behind. What does it mean when they say a building is behind another building? Now, our reference point for this section is going to be A. A will be our reference point. And I put small dots here for you to visualize the door or the front of the house or the building. If this is a building, the front can be here, it can also be here, but it's always better to pick a front. But when the Ielts lady now moves in a different direction, you can now change your front view, your front door. But I just imagine a front door is somewhere here. So if this is the front door, this is the front door, this is the front door, and this is the front for this. So A is our reference point. When they say behind, they mean that anything, it actually means anything at the back of. It's just conventional English. When you say something is behind something, means that thing is at the back of the other thing. So when we say, as I wrote here, behind means at the back of. Y is behind A. This is A. Where is the front of A? This is the front. This is the door, the entrance of A. So where is the back of A? This is the back of A. And who is at the back of A? Y is at the back of A. So Y is behind A. Is that clear? Y is behind A. So when they say the building behind A is, you just pick Y. If this was a map reading scenario. So we'll move over to the next one. When they say opposite, they mean facing each other. This is our reference point A. So which building is opposite A? If this is the front of A, the building opposite A is C. That's why I said A is opposite C, or C is opposite A. They are both opposite. They are facing each other. That is the meaning of the word opposite. I think that one is quite clear. When they say adjacent, for adjacent, look for the building at the side of the one facing it. So for adjacent, first thing you look for the building facing the current building. A is our reference point. So the building facing A is C. Now, adjacent is the one at the side of the building facing opposite to. So if this is C, the building at the side of C is E. So E is adjacent to A. That's the meaning of the word adjacent. Adjacent means is you are opposite, but you are the next after the opposite. You are the one at the side of the opposite. That's what adjacent actually means. So A is adjacent to E. That's what we have this here. And we move on to the last one. This is the last one in this terms. We have beside. Beside means by the side of. So if I say, also means side by side, by the way, A is beside Z. If this is A, the building at the side of A is Z, because this is the front. This is the front door of A. So the building at the side of A is Z. So Z is beside A. That's what it means. So I think we are good with our definitions. Now we're going to look at this map of a city. This is a city with various buildings. And looking at the building here, this is where we are coming from. So if we are moving in this building, we're just going to move in a normal coordinate. Our normal coordinate is moving from west to east. I'm moving from south to north. So if I walk in this direction, I come here, I come here, I come here. It said move. For example, the examiner says, the instructor says, keep moving along this lane. You get here. It says turn left. When they say turn left at this point, remember that our left is on this side and our right is on this side. So when we are asked to turn left, we will turn in this direction. Then we keep going. We've turned left here. Then when we are asked to turn right, we'll turn in this direction. For this, when we enter this, when we're now facing here, when we are facing here now, our right is now on this side, while our left is on this side. So we move like this, dot. When we get here, if the lady now says at this point turn right, we know our right is here, so we turn right in this direction. If it says turn left at this point here, we turn left. When you get to a T junction, you turn right. We turn right here and we move. Keep going. At this point here, remember we are still following our normal coordinates. When we get to this point here, we meant to face this building here. Our head is facing this road here. This has become our right and this has become our left. So when we move, it said when you get to the junction here, the building is by your left. Is this building, because at this point here, facing this angle here. This is our left and this is our right. There's no building on our right here. So I think we've been able to trash that one. Then let me use the reverse coordinate. Now in the reverse coordinate, you remember that the reverse coordinate is just opposite of our normal coordinate. For this reverse coordinate, our right is now here and our left is now here. So if we come down, move. I'm going to be dealing with just the reverse coordinates in this side. We come down, I think it's better here. Let me put it here. Let me move the arrow here. It's better. So if you move this dim, you come to this junction here. Remember, our right is here and our left is here because we are facing this T junction in this angle. They say if the lady says turn, if the lady says or the guy says turn right, this is our right, so you turn here. When you turn here, you are not facing this side. This is where you are looking at, and you're looking at this area here. At this junction here, we are still following the reverse coordinate. In this position of looking at this place here, our right is here while our left is here, if you remember the coordinate very well. So if you say the building by your right is here and your left is here, so it is C they are talking about. This building C is the one by our right. If we're to start from this position here, let's assume we're starting from this position here and we are in the reverse coordinate because we are walking down north to south. If you're walking like this, if we get here to this junction here and the instructor says turn right, remember that our right is here. We turn right here and we move If it says before you get to the next street, this is the next street street, the building is by your left. Your left will be on this side here because we are now facing this direction. Once you face this direction, you are using a reverse coordinate. This is your left and this is your right, so it will be B we're looking at. I hope I've been able to clarify the problem of bearing, and it will be easy for everyone now to understand bearing. But should you have more issue or you are still finding difficult to understand, please watch the video again and again, and if you're still not clear, do let me know. I'll find out where the problem is and we'll trash it together. Thank you for listening. Have a lovely day.